Hello everybody and welcome to Rewatch. Today we'll be taking a second look at Disney's 2016 live-action Jungle Book remake. You know, there's a lot of different Jungle Books out there. You gotta be real specific as to which one you're talking about. Anyway, moving on. As soon as you start the movie, you know that this is a remake done right. The opening moments of the Jungle Book immediately let you know what you are about to experience. The cartoon scenery that transitions into the photorealistic jungle, the original music remade in modern cinematic form, and the almost carbon-copied logo let you know that this film is going to be very faithful to what you already know, but somehow brand new at the same time. It invokes both a strong sense of nostalgia and wonder. Dare I say it, the execution of the first 30 seconds of this movie is brilliant. Almost every reason this film is good can be described by picking apart this intro. You see, what I find most fascinating is frames 256 through 275 because, what am I saying? There's lots more to talk about. Virtually everything about this movie, both visibly and audibly, is reminiscent of the original Disney cartoon. There are even individual shots that are composed in a way that almost perfectly match up to the original. Now, despite its many callbacks to the original, the Jungle Book still manages to feel fresh and exciting. It forms a completely unique identity all of its own. Now, I know that might sound like a bit of a contradiction, but this film actually has a perfect balance between both old and new. It just works. One of the things that makes this Jungle Book stand out from the others is its grand sense of scale. To be blunt, this film is epic. The scenery is both brilliant and breathtaking. Shere Khan and the many other creatures in this movie have a very powerful presence that manages to put you on the edge of your seat. This is especially because the many animators in this movie completely blow you away by making you believe that these computer-generated animals are real. It's very apparent that they did their research and worked really hard on bringing the animals to life. I'm calling it now. The Jungle Book is going to get like 12 Oscars alone for special effects. I mean, have you seen this movie? Another big selling point for this movie is the acting. My favorite has to be Ben Kingsley, who does an excellent job of portraying Bagheera, who just tries so hard to put up with everyone else's antics.
Bears don't hibernate in a jungle. What are you teaching him?
Not full hibernation, but I nap a lot.
Bill Murray, of course, brings a well-executed sense of humor to the film. And then Idris Elba does a very intense and scene-stealing performance as Shere Khan. Christopher Walken was a great choice for selling us the idea of a mob boss King Louis. Except, I could have done without him randomly bursting into song. I know it's a fun callback to the original, but he just ruined the moment. That scene was awesome and scary, and then he just ruined the moment. I mean, I get it in the credits, but not in the middle of an intense scene.
Whoa, Ruby-doo, you shouldn't be like me. I'm gonna sing because it's mandatory.
Anyway, moving on. Scarlett Johansson took what was once a comedic role in the original as Kaa and made it one of the scariest scenes in the entire film. Although, I personally would have kind of liked to have seen veteran voice actor Jim Cummings recreate the voice of the original Kaa.
That tickles. Your voice sounds oddly familiar. Hey, so does yours.
Don't ask me for Kaa, because it's kind of evil poo.
And now, let's not forget about young Neel Sethi as Mowgli. This is his first time acting, and he really holds his own against those big-name actors. And his performance may actually be much more impressive than you may think. Now, typically the best way to film a movie in the jungle would either to be on location or by building elaborate sets, right? Wrong! You see, every single bit of this movie was filmed in front of a blue screen. The only parts in the environment that actually existed were the ones Neel Sethi directly interacts with. Nothing else in this movie is real. But just look at it. That's amazing. Forget what I said earlier. This movie needs 20 special effects Oscars. people at Disney use so many techniques to make everything in this movie appear real and believable. For example, they used projectors while filming to create shadow patterns so that the lighting would match up when animals were supposed to be walking past Mowgli. Now let's take a step back. Neel Sethi spent this entire movie alone in front of a blue screen. He is essentially acting against nothing for the entire movie. I don't care how experienced you are, that takes some real acting chops. Somebody give this kid an Oscar. While you're at it, give one to Ben Kingsley and Idris Elba. Give everybody who worked on this movie an Oscar. Everybody but Andy Serkis, that is, who didn't help with the motion capture for once. Because he apparently thinks that he can make a Jungle Book movie better than Disney on his own. Andy Serkis, serious talk right now. Don't mess with Disney. They will stomp you into the dirt. Wait, he's got Benedict Cumberbatch as Shere Khan. Christian Bale as Bagheera. What I mean is while I'm waiting for his Jungle Book to flop, I'll be sitting here rewatching Disney's 2016 live-action Jungle Book remake while my anticipation for its sequel grows. On that note, it's time to rewind and rewatch.